The card is in. I'm looking behind the Pennatrator's head, and I did hit the button.
Are you sure? Even moving around me?
Penetrator.
Yo, what's up?
You sound funny. Why?
Do I?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't have the coronavirus, so... I don't know
well,
what
but
it
you
could
sound
be.
like you do. You sound like you're in quarantine.
Yeah, in quarantine and chilling.
Quarantine and chilling. Is that going to be the new term?
Oh, yeah. All the hip kids are saying it now.
Well, I'm not sure if you're considered a millennial, but I know I am, and I would say that.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a millennial.
Oh, yeah, you fucking Generation Xers. You're blaming all us millennials for this spreading.
Really?
No, I'm just saying that. By the way, welcome to the Patty Bandwagon Show, peeps. Penetrator's in the studio virtually.
Virtually this time?
Virtually in the
Welcome.
studio. We hope to make this a more frequent attempt, just with more people.
And the quality will get better.
Yeah,
Sure.
we got to figure out how to make you sound better. Not talking about your content, but...
Yeah.
By the way, this is episode 26. We were planning on having guests this week, but obviously with all the shenanigans and hysteria and bullshit, made it a little bit harder and makes people think about it. I will say he wasn't the one who canceled.
Oh. Are you a little hypochondriac there?
You know,
You got a little
I
cough
think
going?
I don't have a cough. Penetrator, did you know there is a secret way to diagnose if you're going to get closer to the coronavirus?
No. A secret way.
Well, so with the coronavirus, from all the 1,000 million articles that have come out, I picked up the one thing where if you can't hold your breath for 10 seconds, like if you get choked up or coughed up, there's a chance you have a respiratory issue.
You want me to try it right now?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
All right, you need me to count it out for you?
Yeah, you tell me when to start and I'll do it.
All right, take a drink first.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you got to make sure your whistle's wet before you do this. Penetrator, what are you drinking, by the way?
I think it's an Oxford ale. Cream ale.
Oh, Oxford.
Yeah, we did a St. Patty's Day beer tasting last weekend. 2 weekends ago.
Two
And,
weekends
this
ago?
one-
Not even this past weekend?
No, not even this past weekend. 2 weekends ago, and it was really good.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks refreshing from our virtual environment. So anyway, tell me when you're ready. You ready? In 3,
Oh yeah.
2, 1, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, you're good. He hit about 17 seconds. I think the penetrator's healthy.
Oh, I need another beer after that.
And alcohol doesn't help this anyway either, but it either helps with the anxiety side if it hurts the physical side. Ooh, yeah. That beer knocked you back a little. But yeah, so there's so many ways to take this. I was telling you just now, I'm going to be on my roof in 2 weeks being the DJ for the alley.
Yeah, that's what you said. You're going to try to do what the Italians were doing.
Yeah, because the Italians were singing to each other. I'm not going to sing. But I think this will be a healthy way. It'll be like DJ in your neighborhood, sponsored by the Patty Bandwagon Show.
I have a question that just popped in my head.
Oh, no.
So they said this comes from bats, right? I mean, this kind of
Bat meat.
strand.
Yeah. It was in some
Do
meat.
you think they've tested Bruce Wayne yet for patient 0? Because he seems like he's kind of a bat fucker.
Going by that reasoning, it wouldn't just be Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne's already dead, I believe.
I don't know.
It could be Val Kilmer. It could be Bale. There could be a lot of Batman or bat fuckers. If you want to take it that route.
Well, I don't know. I was just kind of thinking maybe that's it.
Yeah. Who knows? So, what are some of the things you're going to do to protect yourself.
What do you mean? Just
Well, are you
don't
going to go to work?
Walmart.
You're not
Can I
going to
tell
go to
you what
Walmart.
happened today?
Oh, how was Walmart?
Oh, so I had to pick up a prescription, and I'm standing in line. Of course, there's pandemonium. Like, there's never a line at Walmart to pick up our prescription at 11. And this old man comes hobbling in with the cane, whatever, gets right up on me, Asian style, like no personal space, not getting the memos.
Well, here's the deal. He's the old man. So if
Yeah.
he gets it, he's going to die, not you.
Well, he coughed on me, and I felt it, so that was kind of uneasy. But then that was the exact thought that I thought was like, well, if he has it, he would have already been dead. So.
Or he's just on his way out. Wonder what his prescription was.
Oh, I'm sure it was probably toe fungus cream or something.
Pennatrator, I do have to tell you, on Sunday, that was the last time I went to a bar and I socialized. Okay. So on Saturday evening, I was with a party of 4 playing video games. We were drinking Corona products. We made a hand sanitizer. Thought that would be a coronavirus party fixture. Anyway, the next day they're like, hey, let's go for brunch. So I went to brunch. I went to a restaurant. It was packed. And then we went to picnic and had a few drinks there. It was a little slow, but we didn't want to stop partying either. So one of the people that I was with stopped drinking, and we were drinking in the car going to Target. So one of the participants of our Sunday Fun Day could get video games to survive this trip.
Nice.
So, yeah, we went to Target. When we got to Target, it was probably 4 to 4:30. There wasn't pandemonium, and it was the one in your neck of the woods. It was the Target in South Reno.
Yeah. Megatron's been able to pick up some goods there.
Yeah. Well, on Sunday afternoon, they were pretty much out of everything that was perishable, out of foods, but plenty of sick video games. Still tons of clothes, makeup, all that stuff.
Well, okay, let's get into what console you're playing on.
So, on the Saturday evening, we were doing N64. I will say I was much better at Mario Kart when I was younger compared to that night. I might have won 2 events, except for the battle. You know the battle part of Mario Kart, where you try to shoot them?
Where you pop the balloons?
Yeah, exactly. In the aggressive Mario Kart game, I was much better. But in general, I sucked at...
You sucked at the racing?
Yep, yeah, got dominated. The next day, we were playing more video games on 360. I suck at 360 since I haven't played video games since I was probably 21.
Who the fuck has a 360?
The guest we were supposed to have, he has a 360. That's what we were playing with. That's why I was going to let him be in the studio, because if I'm sick, he's sick, and we've already contaminated each other. So,
jeez.
Yeah.
That's like I understand Nintendo original.
Yeah.
And N64. Nobody's got Super Nintendos. Nobody's got a freaking Xbox.
What do you have?
What the hell is it? Xbox One?
Oh, so you have an Xbox One. So when I was at Target, I was thinking to myself in this hysteria, I got to get myself a video game. And I was looking at PS4 because if I'm going to get invested, I want to get back into the sports games and like play FIFA and all that stuff that'll take for days.
Yeah, the thing that sucks though, Patty, is they're coming out with a new console this year.
Who is?
I don't know if both Xbox and well, I think PS is going to be next year.
Yeah.
It's going to be the beginning of next year, so I don't know, man.
So do you think I should go well, no matter what, no one's going to be selling video games. They need them.
I mean, you buy them online now, Jpaddy.
There are games. There are physical games at the Target that I went to.
What, like the PS1?
No, for PS4.
How?
They offered the online games up top, and then their physical games were on there.
Well, if you want to do that, if you want to be
what's the smarter way to what's the smarter way? Do you think get the online game? Does that take up? Do they use like a cloud? Does it take up space on your console? I think that's my question.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, so I want the physical copy of the games, right?
Yeah, you don't put in discs anymore.
What?
The last 5 games I bought have not been on discs.
Okay. You just download that shit?
Yeah, you just download it. Do you have internet?
Well, according to our recording right now, I think it's pretty good, but I haven't edited yet.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to have like a generation draft for you.
A generation draft.
Yes.
What's that going to consist of?
Well, I'm definitely Gen X and you're a millennial. I think we might have a consensus to draft you back to a Gen Xer because you don't know this shit, and I think all
Wow.
would just be shaking your head.
Okay.
So yes,
I'd be able to figure it out.
Can we please draft Jpaddy back to Gen X?
Wow.
Or move the goalposts, whatever you want.
That's not funny. Okay. All right. So at least now.
Wait a second. No,
What?
weren't you like a salesman on the floor for a membership retailer?
For electronics, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I sold electronics. I didn't sell video games.
Video
Video games was not in my section. Video games was a seasonal item that was approximately 25 to 30 feet away from me. Not my category.
Okay. Well,
that was not
obviously
tracked for me.
Thank God, because they would have lost money.
No, I had some younger millennial that knew the answers to all of that.
Oh, you know what? This is so much easier to blast you.
Oh, when I'm not in the room?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't throw something at me.
The editing still works the same. That was a technical difficulty. Are you back, Pennatrator?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right,
I'm
cool.
here.
I don't know if you hit like a sound effect on your side that threw me off, but we've just now given some basics on how to deal with this stuff. We're hoping not to talk about it in the future, but we probably will.
Yeah, I know that C-Steam's over it, so he's like, I'm tired of listening to it and talking about it.
That sucks.
Suggest you maybe we didn't talk about
No,
it.
oh, just to keep our one listener.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to get really creative with our conversations, but I think we need to have a running theme that might make it more fun. I don't know if that's possible, but that's our job to brainstorm that.
Well, it's not a sports show, so we're not talking about sports. So.
Well, maybe it should be a sports show now, just so we don't talk about that. No.
Sports?
No. Here's our thing. We got to get guests, so we don't talk as much. What was that? What's going on in the background? Oh, everybody, I want to introduce Pennatrator's dog, Weezer.
Weezer. Yeah, if you heard that, she's downstairs. So.
She's about 200 feet away, and we could hear her barking. So, Pennatrator, what's up with your story of the week? Let's change the subject. Are we changing the subject?
My story of the week fits right. I don't even know how you set this up so perfect for me.
We're always on the same page.
My story of the week comes from The Verge and The Washington Post. So I got double dip.
And you got this earlier than you normally get.
The Verge was early, and then The Washington Post was today.
You were ahead of the game. Wait a minute. This is two different stories?
Two different stories or two different publications or whatever, and they fit right together. So, do you want?
So let's go with what you got late last week. Go with the Zephyr.
The first one. Okay, so the first one is Call of Duty League is shifting to online-owned games. So they're an international. They're mostly domestic, but they are international. So they were ahead of the game on this. So what they did is they have these city-based Call of Duty leagues, and they switched to online gaming without any problems. And that was the thing. So they're still holding their tournaments, they're still doing this stuff, and they're still going, even though they're together. They're just doing it all online.
So I made a joke to Scotty Wally when they started canceling the NCAA tournament and stuff. And I made this joke that might not be a joke. Here comes the outbreak of esports.
So that goes into the second article that I found today, that came out today. It says, while the sports world falls silent, esports and streamers fill the void.
Fuck. Oh, I've given you so much shit about this.
Yeah,
And now it's going to be reality.
Yeah, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. So they're saying that this year, before all of this happened, that the esports was going to break the 1 billion yearly mark for esports.
What do you mean $1 billion or 1 billion players?
So esports is going to generate $1 billion in revenue.
That makes perfect sense.
This year. And to give a perspective, the Cowboys only make $950 million.
That's one team.
That's only, granted, it's football. It's
yes.
NFL. They're the biggest thing. But hockey barely makes $1 billion.
I thought this wasn't a sports show, Pennatrator.
I know. But
you want to make this an esports show? I know you embrace it.
Actually, thank you for acknowledging that esports is a real sport.
No, it's not. It might be the sport of reality right now. That doesn't make it a real sport. But if this goes on for like 10 years, you're in it. Actually, no. Esports it's getting bigger.
Yeah, when you can go to college on a scholarship.
There are not many schools you can do that.
What's that?
There are not many schools that you can do that.
There's there's not many schools that offer a scholarship. There's 45 of them or whatever, give or take. But there's 175 colleges that
offer it
as a part of the NACE.
Oh my God! Your favorite school down south has an arena for it.
Yep, Staples Center hosts these things. So it's good, and especially when you start, all these people are pressing the CTE.
Oh.
Yeah, and when you don't know what an online game is, so.
That is my boomer characteristic. I will say that right now. These online games. What the fuck is it?
Well, the other statistic that I didn't bring up is is that more millennials watch esports than the NFL.
Yeah, I think I can get drafted.
I don't know. These guys are pro.
That's why we designed the show. Why we're doing this for our show. We are learning that there's not going to be interaction anymore. You play sports, it's going to be video games. Any kind of relationship, it's going to be virtual. Yeah. Other than in who's in your house.
Yeah, exactly.
Way to be ahead of the curve.
Well, I mean, it's just there. I know you don't like it. I know you.
I'm going to have to like it in the next few weeks.
Yes. So can I bring up one more thing that I had?
Yeah, why not? It's your show.
Yeah, exactly. I had this story ready to go. So Formula One was just coming out, right? And I'm not a Formula One fan, but I found this YouTube channel, and it is marble races.
Marble races.
Okay, it's on YouTube, and this guy, each different marble has like a team name, and he makes these tracks in dirt and stuff. Then he had Marble Olympics, and he just calls it like freaking a top tier announcer. Okay.
Oh damn!
And he calls these
the John Madden of marble racing.
Yeah.
Chris Collinsworth.
Harry Carey.
Harry Carey. He could be drinking.
So he had this year.
Yeah.
He had professional tracks made up.
My God.
He had a trailer. He has team sponsors, all this stuff. And he announced it in 1 week. This race is coming on. Guess what he called it?
What?
Marbula One.
Oh, that's gay. Oh, that's so gay.
I couldn't wait to
it's
see
creative.
the first race.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's not even in the weeds, but it's ridiculous. This is the kind of conversations we're at. But I do want to bring this up about esports really quick. And you brought up Formula One. Their best drivers right now was found due to esports. He was an actual gamer that played all the racing games, And that's how they found him, because evidently he was dominating in, I don't know, Gran Turismo. Whatever racing game, Need for Speed. And anyway, that's how he got recruited, because of virtual racing. And then they put him in a virtual car, and then he worked his way up to obviously a real car, and now he's dominating.
Wow. I'm glad you brought that up. So F1 is definitely canceled, right? It's
Yep.
all sports. Can you see what that top note says there?
F1
Goes
to esports.
Yep.
I'm a prognosticator.
So it must be this guy, because this top article was 12 articles that popped up that said F1 goes to esports, and they have these simulators, and these guys are just dominating.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's cool. It's a back and forth world. Wonder if Curry is playing some Y2K or whatever. And just,
I think it's a little different, though. I think that's a little different. Getting the technical skills down of racing compared to the technical skills of a layup. Wow. I'm impressed with what you brought this week.
Yeah.
Now I know why your mind was blown. So a lot of our advertising is now going to be a lot of virtual reality stuff. Like underscore Pennatrator is going to have to show his view virtually.
Oh, you mean like
pictures?
Like my gaming expertise?
If you want to do that, the Paddy Bandwagon Show definitely promotes that.
Nice. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do.
And then I will definitely critique it in my own way, because I'm not going to get to that point this soon.
Wow. We should fucking fight each other online.
If you had a PS4, because I know that remote control, I would do that.
You know what? Since they're on the outs, I could probably get a PS4 on the cheap, and
How?
then we could do it.
All right.
Do it up, and I'll probably beat you easily.
Well, since this is going to be the only way we communicate, because I can't touch my phone. I'm a little paranoid right now, like my phone has germs. Yeah, right. Anyway.
What? Are you wiping your ass with your phone?
I'm not using any toilet paper. I'm worried.
No, you didn't get to the store fast enough.
No. I got toilet paper. I haven't used a paper towel this week. It's all about reusable products. That is the Paddy Bandwagon recommendation of the week. Don't use your products. Everything's reusable.
Yeah, don't get high on your own supply.
Don't get high. Oh, get high. It's okay getting high. So, yeah, follow underscore Pennatrator.
Whoop, whoop, underscore Pennatrator. This was fun. I like this. I mean, in a quarantine environment, I think we made it work.
You look way more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm drinking my revision.
Yeah, you're drinking your hoity-toity beer. Well, I'm drinking my donated beer from GBA.
GBA.
From Great Basin Aviation. Thank you for the hot bullet. It's the official drink of the show right now.
Or, no, it's the official drink of the studio.
Of the studio. So what the Pennatrator has to do is he's going to build his studio on the other side. Well, we're just going to figure out how many people we've contacted, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, we got to take this shit viral this week, I guess.
That's right. That is right. All right, underscore Pennatrator. Follow him. Paddy Bandwagon Show. You know where to find it. Pennatrator. Say this without a cough, please. Where do you find it? Do you know? What do you have to say to the people? Hey, by the way, he just coughed. Oh, I'm coughing now. We're both coughing. Oh, I think we got to go get tested. I think we're out. Bye.